Oh dear, it looks like a bomb has hit the lock lab. I've been away on business for a couple of days and haven't had much of a chance to play in here. I've just come back and I've started to tidy this mess up, and I found this Yale cylinder that hasn't been picked, and I haven't got a set of keys for it either. And this cylinder came from a friend who's taken it out of a door somewhere. So what we're going to do is just have a little explore, see whether I can get anything out of this lock. Now, being a Yale, it'll have some spool pins in there, so I'm going to pop a city rake in and just see whether we can coax it into a full set. There we go, that was really quick. So we've got a full set, so there's definitely spool pins in there, and now what we're going to do is obviously look for the pins that are going to give us counter rotation. So let's see what we've got. We've got a very high set pin at the back there, pin 6. Let's just see what happens when I press on that. Bit of counter. Is it going to set? Let's just move the pick back a fraction. Okay, nothing really on that pin. It's just, it felt like it. I think pin 3 is just giving me a deeper full set. There's pin 2, here's counter rotation. That's set. Pin 1 is really deep. Pin 2, pin 3. Not sure whether pin 4 is giving me counter rotation or not. Let's try again. There it is. There we are, that's set. So let's go to the back of the lock now, see what we've got up there that might be holding us up. Pin 6 is definitely something going on with pin 6. There we go. Pin 6 is set. Pin 5, I've just touched 5 and I've got a bit more counter rotation on the core. A bit more rotation on the core, should I say. 5, 4 feels set, 3 feels set, 2 and 1. Okay, let's go in with a different pick. Let's just see if we can find. There's 6, there's 5, 4 has got a bit of counter rotation on it, or had. I think that's set. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Back again. Six, 5. It's always a. There we go. Got it. The lock's open. That's very stiff, actually. Like that's the core in this is incredibly stiff. Okay, let's just take the lock, loosen the vise and see. Oh, there we are. Okay, it was fouling on the back there. The cam was fouling. Right. Oh, well, there we go. Not the quickest of opens, but yeah, we managed to coax those spool pins into submission. So since I don't have a key and this lock is pretty much useless, I'm going to gut it and see what's inside. Right, so I've gutted the lock and no surprises about the contents. This is very typical Yale. So we've got some hardened steel anti-drill protection top and bottom there at the front. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spool pins. And then we've got this driver pin here with a couple of score lines on it, which looks like it's a bit weird. It looks like it's a partly formed spool pin. But you know, you would think that would get trapped somewhere in the shear line. But the core itself, as you can see, has had the top shaved off, which if anything is actually increasing the shear line and making it easier to pick. So I don't quite understand. And you can see that there's no obstructions in any of those drillings inside the core itself, so pretty much a fairly standardized core on that. And what I've also done is if you look at these key pins, you can see the shape of what the key would have been. So I mean, the cut on 6 would have been down to the bone, basically, virtually. There would have been a very narrow, skinny key at the end, and then we've obviously got the usual max jump here in the middle for how the bitting is on the key. So, having said that, I'm going to now that I know the bitting, let's just get the camera sorted. Sorry about this. There we go, coming round. And now we've got the cylinder back in the vise. But what you will notice is this time the cylinder is upside down. The reason being, I'm going to use the Lishi tool. There we go. This is the 6 and not the 6B, which is why the cylinder is upside down. Let's just move that back a bit so that we get a better view of what's going on. And well, I now know the key pins, so I know the bitting on this lock. So let's see whether we can pick it virtually to the bitting. So we had a 7, I would imagine. We had quite a deeper pin here, possibly about a 4. Yeah, I was clicked on 4. There's another 7. We had a really deep pin here on the front, and then a 4 there, and the pin at the back is 0 lift, so we're not even going to touch that. So let's just do this again. So we had a 7, had a 4. Oh yeah, that's clicked on the 4 there. Pin 3 is now binding. There's another 7. This one goes all the way down to a 2. Come on. Let's just see whether we can just, there we go. So we've gone into a full set. So we've got a 7, we've got a 4, we've got a 7, we should have a 2 there, and a 4 at the end. So the secret to opening this lock now is picking pin 2 out of its full set. So there's the counter rotation. So let's just let that do its thing, pushing that pin down. And there we go. We've got the lock open. A lot easier now that we know what the code and the bitting was for that lock. But it goes to show how easy it is to pick it with the Lishi tool once you've managed to get the thing open and have it worked out.